Hello, beautiful people. We are going to get started in a second here. I have a couple of different products we're going to talk about today, some of my hair favorites, and I think I'll do like a little, maybe I'll curl my hair. So we can do like a little tutorial too at the same time. But let's put on a little bit of lipstick because I kind of look dead. Okay. Got a little bit of lipstick on. It's like YSL. I love their balms. This is the shade. It literally doesn't say the shade. It's just like a nude, one of their lip balms. And I also have a little candle burning as well too. It smells so good in here. First things first, you guys, this robe showed up yesterday. Have not taken it off. Let's see if I can like make this a little bit more. There we go. I literally have not taken this robe off. I'm going to show you guys. I have it in my, let's record screen. I have it over here in my collections. So if you want more information, I am going to do another live on this at a different point in time because it just showed up yesterday. But this robe is amazing, you guys. Like, I'm obsessed with this robe. It's like not even funny. Okay. Let's kind of jump into things. So the first, we're going to talk about like hair favorites today, essentially. And I will tell you guys, like, I don't have what's considered great hair. I'm on maybe day 5 or 6 of washing it. It's pretty fine. I wouldn't say it's thin because I do have like a lot of fine hair, but you know, that's my little ponytail right there. There's not a whole lot of hair there. So whatever I can do to keep it really healthy and looking voluminous and thick, that's really the goal for me. So over the years, I have struggled with different things with my hair, and these are kind of some of my favorite products at the moment to help keep it like thick and beautiful and healthy. So the first one was actually one that my hairdresser recommended to me, and that's this Oribe Serene Scalp Exfoliating Scrub. Now, I started a medication called spironolactone a couple years ago for some acne, and it made my skin very, very dry, made my scalp really dry because it kind of reduces some of the oil. And so I would have a lot of flaking. And given that I also don't wash my hair all that often, and I use a lot of dry shampoo, I would have a lot of buildup. And so I'd go to the hairdresser, and my hairdresser would be like, wow, your scalp's like super flaky. And I'd be like, what do you recommend? So she recommended this Oribe Serene Scalp Exfoliating Scrub. A little bit about Oribe in general. They are definitely considered to be a luxury hair care brand, but something that's really cool that I didn't know about them is that like most companies will pick a scent for their products from a scent library, whereas Oribe will actually worked with a like a perfume house to make their own fragrance, which is called Côte d'Azur, which is pretty cool. So the scent of the Oribe products is, I'm like, the heck does that smell like? Oh, it smells so good. The scent of the Oribe products is something that they work specifically to create, which is pretty cool. So this scalp scrub is normally $52, more on the expensive side for sure. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. The scalp scrub, it's $52 normally. Today on the live stream, it's only $44, so you get a little bit of a discount there. I've had this for 6 months, and I really haven't used that much of it yet. It has this really nice applicator, and I love the Oribe. I think their products are so luxe. It's got a great applicator, so what I usually do before I get in the shower is I'll brush my hair backwards, and then you can use this, and it's super easy to apply it right to the scalp. Sometimes I get a little frustrated with hair products, hair scrubs, because I like put it in my hands and I can't get it in the right spot. So this one is great in that aspect of things. It also has a couple different features to kind of help out your scalp in the time. So it's got the signature complex, which, let's see, it's supposed to defend hair from oxidative stress, helps keratin, the deterioration of natural keratin, that type of thing. It's also got, I don't know if you guys can see, but in here there's all these little tiny beads, and they are what they call these soft polymer beads, and those break down and help to exfoliate the scalp as you actually apply it, which is pretty cool. It's also got a blend of hydroxy acids and peppermint oil, glycolic acid. The peppermint oil gives you like a nice cooling feeling to the scalp, and the hydroxy acids help to exfoliate the glycolic acid, I'm sorry, helps to exfoliate, leaving your scalp really like nice and primed and prepped and ready to go for all your other hairstyling needs. So I definitely recommend it. I'd say I use this. I don't wash my hair that often. I don't know how much you guys wash your hair. I use this every time I wash my hair because I only wash my hair once a week. I have a lot of buildup from dry shampoo and whatnot, so that's probably what I would recommend using it for. Olive and Brown says, I love that cooling feeling. Me too. It just feels like so refreshing and nice. This also has caffeine in it, which I thought was interesting because it's said to rejuvenate the scalp and kind of energize it and make sure it's ready to go for all of your future styling needs. So I'm a really big fan of this guy right here. Okay, let's jump actually into some of the T3 products that I wanted to talk about today. And those are going to be kind of the stars of the show. And we're going to start out with this here, which is the T3 Lucia ID. And it's the Smart Flat Iron. You guys, I have literally never experienced a flat iron like this before. Oh, Olive and Brown was saying, I'm also once a week wash, and I feel like yeah, it was a really weird stigma. Like, people would act like you were dirty if you didn't wash your hair all that often, and hopefully now people realize, like, it's not good for you to wash your hair all the time. Like, do what works for you. I don't know. People are weird about it. I know, like, I used to work with guys, and they'd be like, what do you mean you don't wash your hair every day? And I'm like, are you kidding me? You think I have time to wash my hair every day? I do not. Jump back into the flat iron. So this is literally the most amazing flat iron I've ever used. It does have a lot of really cool technologies in it. It's expensive though, $249, but on the live stream, it's only $211, so you do get quite a deal there. And the cool thing about this, you look at it and you see like no buttons, right? Let me find where my little on button is. I gotta plug it in first. So this takes a few different parts of your hair routine into your hair styling into account when you use it. And you're going to see the little power button lights up here, and you just press and hold it. And it lights up, and it gives you different options. So it's going to ask you if your hair is color treated, the length and the thickness of your hair. And then based on those features, it's going to adjust the heat for what's right for your hair. So somebody who has longer, thicker hair that's not color treated, the noise it made is so futuristic. I know, I'm obsessed with this. Someone who has longer, thicker hair that's not color treated might have a different heat profile than I do, but it has 9 different heat settings because there's 3 different options you can choose here in each selection. So 9 options there. It also has in here, see this little kind of hole here? This is an ion generator, and that's meant to minimize static and boost the shine. It's going to get rid of frizz for you as well. And actually, I think it's ready. I'm not going to straighten my hair today. I'm going to use the curling iron later to show you guys a little tutorial. So this one's really cool. It also does come, I believe, in a couple different, does this one come in different colors? The other one comes in different colors. And this was a 2020 Allure Beauty winner, which is pretty cool. So what I like about this is it also has what's called refresh mode in it. So, you know, when you've like styled your hair and maybe you come back 2-3 days later and you just need to do a quick touch up, it has a mode for that built in, which is this button right here. So you don't apply too much heat to the hair. And that's all based on the settings that you've used in the past for this flat iron. You can also use this for curling. I'm not good at that, to be honest with you. Like, I watch so many tutorials about how people curl their hair with their flat iron. It's not for me. However, you can do that because it does have those rounded edges, which are really nice. And then these plates are their patented Ceragloss plate. So T3 as a company is very, very focused on technology and how they can bring the latest and greatest technology to make your hairstyling better, easier, faster, and more fun. So a little bit of a note there. They started not all that long ago, but I think that they've really been expanding their lines lately. And I see them as a great competitor to a company like Dyson. I think they've got a bunch of really, really cool products. It does come with a 2-year warranty, so you will be able to register it. The serial number is right in here, so you can register it online as well. And they, you know, something T3 talks about a lot is single pass technology. So they want it to be so that you only have to use it one time. It's already hot, so let's just, you know, my hair's pretty straight, so I don't have to worry too much about this, but They want to make it so you only have to go over it one time. They don't want you to be doing that thing which we all used to do in high school. If you straighten your hair, you just go over it and over it and over it, and it just causes a lot of damage. So no more of that. Love this flat iron. If you're looking for a good one, it is an investment for sure. I'm going to plug it here. It's an investment for sure, but I think that you could get a lot of use out of this, and it's going to be a tool that works to avoid damage on your hair. Okay. The next one, I don't actually have this one with me because I left it at my sister's house in Dallas, which is a major bummer. But it's this compact hair dryer. I'm going to flip the screen around and I'm going to pull it up in my collection so you guys can see it. I have it here in my hair favorites. Do I? Oh, what the heck? It's not in my hair favorites. I wonder if it went into a different... Yeah, it must have gone into a different category. Okay, so this is the compact dryer. It is super light. Obviously, I took it to Dallas and I left it there. So it's really, really easy to travel with. They say that it is 30% smaller and 20% lighter than a full-size hair dryer. And it has 3 heat and 2 speed settings, so you're going to get the right heat and speed combination for every hair type. And it also has a cool shot option as well too. You can see that here. This thing is super powerful for how small it is. I'm a really big fan. It comes in 2 different colors. I personally have the white one, but I think that black one looks really, really cool as well. And you do get a discount on it today. It's usually $150, $127. I'm gonna flip my camera back around for you guys. So I love that hair dryer. It's super awesome. It's a great one. I wish I didn't leave it in Dallas, and I don't currently have a car I can drive to Dallas, so I haven't been able to go back and get it, which has been like such a bummer for me. But let's get into like the product that I want to spend the most time talking about, and that is this one here, the T3 Single Pass Curl 1.25. So it's an inch and a quarter. So let's plug her in. And I have the midnight one here. So they call this their one and done curling iron. And you know what, it does have, 5 different heat settings. This thing gets really hot too. Usually I'll put something up to about 3. And I was like, okay, maybe not. So you just flip it on like this. And I'm going to have it maybe sit at 3 for now. It's also got those Ceraglass plates in there. I've used this before, so it's got a little bit of hair stuck in here. And this also, like we talked about, T3 is really focused on that single pass technology. It's got 5 customized heat settings, so they want to make sure that you're not having to go over and over and over those curls, because the more you go over them, the more you're damaging your hair. I like a 1.25 inch curling iron for some soft waves. My hair is pretty long, and you know, I'm gonna actually, while we're chatting, I'm gonna put a little bit of heat protectant in my hair right now as well too. My hair's pretty long, so this type of barrel will give me some like nice, just kind of soft waves. My hair doesn't hold curl all that well either, so for me, I'd have to curl with a tighter iron in order to get tighter curls. So something like this will give me some nice loose waves. Let's just throw some heat protectant on here since we're talking about protecting the hair. So like I mentioned, it's got that T3 single pass technology, which makes sure there's actually a microchip inside the curling iron, and that ensures that the there's like a word for it. I want to say like refresh rate, but that's not the right word. Basically, it makes it so that when you curl your hair, the uniformity of the heat that comes through the iron is the same. So it's not like if you curl it, sometimes you might have to wait a minute or two with like older curling irons so that they heat up properly again. So you don't have to worry about that too much. It's also super lightweight, and it does have the rotating cord here. So you're not having to worry too much about that when you're storing it. And then the end of it is heat touch friendly. If you like to use a glove, you can certainly do that with this, and you could also use it as a wand also if you wanted to. I prefer to use it as a clamped barrel. It also has right here, you can see a little lip here, so you can sit this down on your table without having to worry too much about it burning anything. I personally have like granite countertops, so I don't have to worry too much. But when I was younger, I used to curl my hair like sitting on the floor in my bedroom, and I would burn the carpet all the time. So I feel like I have PTSD from that. Okay, so like I said, 5 heat settings. We're on number 3. I think we've given it enough time. Let's get started. So I'm just gonna section my hair off. I'm just gonna do 2 sections. Like I said earlier, like I don't have great hair. It's fairly long. I've gotten really lucky over the course of the panorama that I haven't had to heat style it much, so it's gotten a lot healthier, but it's pretty fine. I have a lot of hair. It's a lot of fine hair, and it doesn't hold curl very well. My hair actually dries curly, and then it straightens out over the next couple days. This is all my natural hair. Next week when I go live, I'm going to do a makeup tutorial. I said panorama because I don't like to use the P word. I don't want to talk about the pandemic anymore. And I wish we could all get back to normal life and everyone would get vaccinated and life would be amazing. But I've seen people use different words for it, just in general, because I feel like it's like almost triggering at this point because we've been dealing with this for 2 years. So I did say the panorama instead of the actual word. It's just kind of funny. So thank you for catching that. Okay, I'm just going to split into 2 sections here. And we'll start with the back section. Now, when I do hair tutorials with a curling iron, I'm getting extensions soon because I miss my hair extensions that I had pre-panorama. And I watched a bunch of tutorials about using curling irons like this, and the stylist recommended open up the iron just slightly and just run it over the hair. It's going to make your hair a little bit hot, and that she recommended doing that because it would essentially prime the hair to take more heat. Is it true? I don't know, but now I do it every time. So I'm going to curl away from my face. I'm going to start in the middle, and we're just going to go back here. You know, this heat setting might even be too high for my hair, and I'm not going to go too high up. I'm just going to hold it for a couple seconds. Let it go. And hopefully you guys can see here. Just like a nice basic curl. I'm not even going to touch it. I'm just going to throw it back over my shoulder. You guys, I'm obsessed with this bathrobe. I just got it the other day on Verishop, and it's in my home favorites. I'm going to do, when I do my next live on like self-care and stuff, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this bathrobe, but like, I'm obsessed, you guys. It's so nice. It's like the nicest bathrobe if you went to like a 5-star plus hotel. Okay, let's do this one. A little bit there. Okay, we're still gonna curl away from the face and go around. And I don't like to leave the clamp in any one spot for too long. Try to leave my ends out if I can. Okay, just a couple seconds. And I'm doing smaller sections too, so let's flip that back around. It's like really nice basic waves. And this is, my hair does not hold a curl. With this, it does quite a bit more, but so we'll let this cool. We're gonna move on to the other side. I kind of forgot that it's Friday. Do you guys have any like fun weekend plans? My husband bought tickets for us to go see the Nutcracker. So that is what we are doing this weekend. And I really don't want to have to do my hair, so I'm hoping that these waves kind of hold at least a little bit throughout tomorrow. Wine night with my friend. Oh my god, that sounds like so much fun. I did that on FaceTime with a friend recently. I feel like all my besties like live in other cities. So we try to do like little like FaceTime wine nights. I would love to do that with a friend in person. That sounds like so much fun. What type of wine do you guys like? Do you like white wine? Red wine? Heading to a brewery. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. That's like such an Austin thing to do, and I know you live in Austin. Which brewery are you going to? There's like so many good ones. I went to Brewtorium recently with a friend, and you know, when it comes to like alcohol, I tend to prefer like a cider, really, to a wine. But I'll drink champagne, I'll drink white wine. Red wine's like, I feel like I'm not cool enough for red wine. And I'm just continuing to do the same thing here. We're just gonna hold it for a little bit. See, I just touched this to the top of my ear, and because it is that cool touch piece, it did not burn. How many of you guys would accidentally burn yourself when you were younger? Oh my gosh, doing your hair, I would always have like little burns on my neck. It's the worst pain ever. I love Austin. Oh, I don't know if I've ever had a dessert wine. I do love Austin East ciders though. They're really awesome. All right, I'm just gonna like leave that and let it keep cooling. There's some of our first waves over here. You can see that they pretty much kept their shape, but let's see them. Let's leave them back there. I don't want to put too much, what's the word I'm looking for? Hairspray in, because I just feel like I don't really need it at the moment because I'm going out tomorrow night. I do have to go run some errands today though. Okay, I'm going to do the front sections of my head, and I'm going to leave this back section for last. So let's get her out of the way. This is like my new favorite curling iron. It's the only one that I use. This one does come in a couple different colors as well too. You can get it in this, like, obviously I have the darker shade, the graphite. But it also comes in white and pink like the other T3 products we looked at. And it also comes in like a really gorgeous like sandy mauve color. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just going to keep going away from my face. That's really how I prefer all my curls to turn out, is away from the face. If you wanted more of like a curling wand type look, you would want to hold the curling iron upside down. I'll do that on the other side so you guys can see what that looks like, because it's not super important to me if my curls come out looking a different way. Couple seconds, and if you have longer hair, it's just like so satisfying. If you have longer hair, you would probably want to let it sit a little longer. Okay, so if you wanted like more of a curling wand look, you would hold it upside down like this, and then you could like wrap it around like this way, like that. It's probably actually the easiest way to curl your hair, is using the curling wand method. And then when I do the curling wand method, I like to drop the curl into my hand, and you're gonna let it cool for like 5 to 10 seconds. If you want really long lasting curls, this is the best way to get them. And it's just a little bit of a different curl from some of the other ones we've done. You can see this one's still already a little looser than that one. I'm gonna leave my bangs out, and I'm gonna do my bangs last. Okay, let's get this side going. I actually think I'm probably gonna need to use that scalp scrub like ASAP the next time that I wash my hair, you guys, because whew, your girl has been living a little too close with the dry shampoo lately. There are so many days where I'm just like, I really don't want to wash my hair today. I'm just like, okay, dry shampoo it is. Which is what I like about that Oribe Dry Shampoo, is because it does have, it's not just a scrub, it's got those hydroxy acids in there and those polymer beads. So it does some like sort of chemical exfoliating too, instead of just doing physical exfoliation. And it smells so good. Oribe products always smell so good. Oh, the end on that guy's not perfect, but that's okay. Okay, we're just gonna let that cool, throw her back there. It's getting hot in my bathrobe. Okay, and then I really just have this last top section to do. Like I said, my hair is really fine. I do have a lot of it, but it really doesn't take me very long to do the whole thing. And as I get closer to the top, I like to do larger sections. So I'm going to do this whole section actually in one. We're going to run the wand over it, get some heat distributed. Have you guys set up your Christmas trees yet? I just set mine up like literally last night. But our Christmas tree is kind of, it's like very low effort because it has like, everything's like already on it. It's got like snow and like lights and like little like mistletoe and that type of thing. So we kind of go for like the minimalist vibe. This section's a little bigger, so I'm going to leave it for a little bit longer. I'm going to pull it out. It's kind of a nice wave. Okay, I'm not even going to touch that now. Okay, and then I think I might break this side up into 2 sections. And this will be, after this, we're going to do our bangs. And that's about it. Whoop. Okay, so let's throw this in here. I do like to really brush the hair before I curl it as well too. I think it just helps for later because once all my curls are cooled, I don't want to, I'm not going to brush. I'll like brush them out with my fingers, but very rough. Because if I brush out all my curls, then they're just all going to be gone. Almost there. Okay, I'm just going to leave that be. Last long full piece of hair. I know when I get my extensions next week, it's going to be like the end of like quick styling, but I'm actually super excited about it. I had them for like a year, 2 years maybe. And then with everything going on in the world and working from home, I stopped getting them because it just was, I was like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, what's the point? Okay, last but not least is the bangs, which I'm in desperate need of a bang trim, you guys. So these might not be perfect, but I learned on TikTok that you should hold them kind of back into the side. And you don't want to curl them straight down like this because like I want them to go back into the side. So I'm going to hold this back into the side and I'm going to just go like this. And I'm going to hold the curling iron at a bit of an angle here. And when I pull it out, I'm going to pull the hair that way so that it like has like a nice hold to it. Yeah, so I really just want like a light, that's it, just like a light curl. Okay, let's do the other side. Whoop. Make sure I don't drop this curling iron. I always struggle with my right side for some reason. Okay, let's hold that back into the side. And then I'm gonna keep the hair in there and just pull it, get a little bit of tension. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Let's unplug this guy so I don't electrocute myself by turning the sink on. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave this for a couple minutes. But what I would typically do is then put my fingers up here by my scalp. And I would use that to separate the curls, but because they're not cool yet, I don't want to do that. If you do that before the curls are cool, if you have hair like mine, you're just going to like lose all the curls altogether. So I'm going to leave it as is for now. And we'll go, and I actually have a picture on my profile. I'll show you guys of what these curls look like if I don't brush them out at all. And that is this picture that I have right here. So if I don't brush my curls out at all, I just get these nice waves like this. This is also a hairstyle that I did. It was really windy this day, so it looks a little bit crazier. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. T3, by far, like my favorite heat tools brand. Highly, highly recommend. If you don't wash your hair all the time, like I don't tend to, this Oribe Scalp Scrub is absolutely phenomenal. And I have all of these products linked on my profile underneath my hair favorites. So you can check them all out there as well. All right, guys, happy Friday. I hope you have some amazing fun plans for this weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you guys on my next tutorial. All right, bye.